Ooh, transform 2 cards. There's also maybe a free Burning Elite. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, odds of actually getting a 1 hit point elite are pretty low there. Don't think that's worth it necessarily. Transform 2 strikes, though. I could be convinced. Imagine if the streak goes all month. I hope so. That'd be something. Trendy Kendi, thanks for 32 months of support. 2.5-ish Baker's dozens? Close enough. Brian says, I'm here from YouTube. First time catching the stream. Happy to be here. Heck yeah. Very reasonable chance of getting this elite for free if I take enemies in our next 3 combats of 1 health. That could lead to taking on the Burning Elite just fine, with a good health total and some relics and cards. That said, it's pretty hard to turn down a Transform 2 start. I would turn 2 strikes into 2 random Defect cards, almost assuredly getting something better than strikes. Question marks always take the dream away. That's how I'm feeling would happen here, Bitwise Bard. I don't think it's reliable enough that we get a free elite here. 2 combats in 4 question marks is not at all unreasonable to occur. Like Thunder Strikes. If I get double Thunder Strike, we're gonna be in for a weird time. Last reasonable option is, of course, swap the starting relic for random boss relic, and I think that does do very well on Defect, generally speaking. Now, there's some boss relics that you can get that are super stinky, but if you get the good ones, you're in good. So we do have to fight a relatively early elite. That does make transforming 2 a little bit riskier. Realistically, this will be a 2 elite act. 3 might be possible, but it's going to be a challenge. And there is technically a 4 elite path as well, but that's almost impossible. Speed Timber, I know what I'd be doing. But I'm currently leaning towards Transform 2 here. I'm just a little trepidatious. Choose a colorless card. Can't be Hand of Greed nor any other rare colorless card. This top option always gives you 3 uncommon colorless cards to choose from, which can include Dark Shackles, Panic Button, Flash of Steel, Finesse, some other good stuff, but can never include Hand of Greed. What's higher risk, Transform or Swap? Boss Swap can go a lot worse than the Transform 2. Worst case scenario from Transform 2 is I get 2 useless cards. Worst case from Boss Swap is I get no good cards because I have a busted crown. I'm going to Transform 2 strikes. We get an FTL and a Claw. Oh, I like it. Those are definitely better than 2 strikes. Interesting. Most interesting. FTL I consider kind of like a free strike in that it also draws a card, so it truly is free. And then Claw gets stronger and stronger each time it's played. In both cases, 2 zero-cost attacks in place of 2 expensive attacks is a substantial upgrade. So I guess the question before us now is, what path do I intend to try to take here? I think the safest route is something like this. We get to a shop before the first elite. But if we're feeling a little ballsy, we could go elite first here. I think we're currently a little bit worried about Lagavulin. Navigator says, do all Defect-only relics support an orb build? Pretty much. You've got Data Disk, Runic Capacitor, gold-plated cables, Emotion Chip. These are all orb interactions. Inserter, Nuclear Battery. These are all orbs. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna upset so many people by removing that Claw later. It could be. Do I want that many hallway fights before the first shop/elite? Yes, we want to look at some card rewards. And most importantly of all, actually, we want to fill the potion slots with something. There's definitely a risk of ruination here. And if I path around it and go for the Burning Elite, that could get even worse. Although this would be a reasonable act to take out the Burning Elite. If only I knew what the rewards were going to be. I think I like this path a lot. 2 elites, 3 rest sites, shop early. We're down 2 strikes, so I feel pretty good for later. Alright, dual cast, where are you landing? Perfect. This is less good, though. Could take 7 here. And we do! Ouch. Get a fruit juice first potion for 5 max health. And there is a scrape. Somebody said first card scrape. And lo and behold, scrape is here. Deal 7 damage, draw 4, discard all cards drawn this way that do not cost 0. That's pretty cool. Scrape with both an FTL and a claw already in the deck is pretty substantial. And it leads us into upgrading Zap or Dual Cast early on as well. Also makes the second claw really good. Sweeping Beam for a bit of area damage, not too bad. I'd consider that more heavily with a Slime Boss coming up, but as it stands, I'm pretty happy with the Scrape here. Let's do it. A lousy first fight. Well, second fight. You get the idea. Can't play all 3, unfortunately. It's all good. Potion of Capacity, 2 relatively weak potions early on. I don't like that a whole lot. I do, however, like Cold Snap just fine. A little bit of damage, channels a Frost Orb. Frost Orbs are useful both in the early game and the late game, and getting an extra Frost right now that's also an attack is quite good, since we're down a couple strikes anyway. Yeah, Frost Orbs also pair really nicely with Claws, that's true. Cultist. Caw. And we'll dual cast this. Alright, first 3 fights weren't too bad. Loop, Aggregate, or a Sweeping Beam. Going to a shop. I don't really feel compelled to take any of these. Loop could be useful later. Aggregate could be useful later. Sweeping Beam could do decent damage with an upgrade, but they're all pretty underwhelming, quite frankly. Yeah, Sweeping Beam is just so little damage unless you upgrade it. And I'd really like to be able to upgrade a different card like Zap. At this time. Again, if I was fighting Slime Boss, I'd be more okay with it. And we get to look at some more rewards before the next real challenge. Would Doom and Gloom be better AoE? Yes. Doom and Gloom would be better. Definitely. Hyper Beam would also be better. Sweeping Beam does have draw 1, which is sort of useful. But I don't feel like it's useful enough. Skip all this. Upgrade 2 cards at random in exchange for some of our health. I'm pretty happy with that trade. I think we've got health to spare. We get some back with a fruit juice. 2 defends upgraded is fine by me. It's actually going to be quite useful in a few situations. Take 1 here. Continuing to hold the fruit juice, because we might get a potion-relating relic later on. We don't yet need the heal that it provideth. But now we found a flex potion, so I'll drink it now. Go to a nice amount of max health. And there's the Doom and Gloom. There's also a Glacier for more frost, or a Steam Barrier to give us some zero-cost block. That said, I'm thinking this Doom and Gloom is super good. It's our first big area damage card, very powerful with an upgrade especially. Glacier's nice for the extra frost, but right now we need a way to kill a chunky single target or multiple different targets, and in both cases Doom and Gloom is really the answer here. We'd better take that. That also makes me want to upgrade the Doom and Gloom over upgrading Zap, although I could still see a really good use for upgrading Zap, so that we can draw that with Scrape, and we can manipulate our orb positions a little bit better. Doom and Gloom upgrade would be 4 additional damage to each card, to each target. And I do like that quite a lot. But perhaps not as much as this. Deciding to upgrade Zap before dual cast, because we currently can't fill the orb slots all that easily. When we want to play the dual cast, I guess making sure we can draw dual cast with a Scrape might be important, specifically. But I like upgrading Zap so that we can reposition our Dark Orb to the front. I'm going to do Zap first. There's Hyper Beam, but just out of the price range, unfortunately. Hologram, letting us get cards from the discard pile. Very nice. Card removal. Also very nice. Dolly's Mirror to get a second claw. It's an expensive claw, let me tell you. I really like Hologram here. Hologram with Scrape is an extra good combo. And I also like removing a card, just getting rid of, actually, maybe one of the unupgraded Defends. For the moment, since we got upgraded Defends, I don't need as many of them. Bandage Up and Vision are also kind of interesting in their own right. Wish we could have afforded a Toy Ornithopter. Maybe an argument for Happy Flower, but I'm thinking Hologram, card remove, and then even with an Elite coming up, swapping out this Potion of Capacity for the Flex Potion. I like that quite a lot. Let's do that. Could Chrysalis have been good here with Scrape? Maybe. Chrysalis is pretty unreliable in general. It's definitely got some interesting things it can do, but generally speaking, I'm not too impressed with it. Alright, our first Elite is indeed a Gremlin Knob. Definitely play the Doom and Gloom, definitely play the Strike. Dual cast Hologram might be a thing. At least we get the Dark Orb on turn 1. This is not the Flex Potion turn. We can do a lot more with a Flex Potion maybe next turn. Zap and Hologram. Could Hologram Doom and Gloom to push the front Dark Orb forward. But next turn we're not... no, we can evoke one Dark Orb with the Cold Snap next turn. And we use at least one Flex Potion next turn. I think we're in good shape here. I'm thinking this is Zap, Hologram, Doom and Gloom. We take a bit of damage, but not too much. Does it ever defend here? Probably would have dual casted rather than striking turn 1 so that the Dark Orb was in front. I think that might have been the better play, actually. Upon review... So we take 11 here and then look at the draw. Should be able to kill with... at most one of these potions used. So, let's look at the current guaranteed damage. We can play all of these attacks. We deal 6 plus 5 plus 7 plus 3 plus 6. $27 plus 18. So we're... oh, plus 3. So we're actually there without any potion use. Because of the Lightning Orb. Could also draw into Zap. or dual cast. And those both make it easy as well. Okay, Gremlin Knob down. Get a Darkstone Periapt for the first relic. Definitely not my favorite. Increasing our max health by 6 when we gain a curse. Be pretty okay with a Steam Barrier here. I'm also okay with a Chaos or a Cool-Headed. Although neither are drawn by Scrape. We just got past a Gremlin Knob. I'm all the more inclined to take a Steam Barrier here. Zero cost block sure is nice. How much max health for Darkstone Periapt to become a good relic? All it has to be is 12, quite frankly. But that it so frequently fails to be even that is what makes it pretty tough to like. Oof. Actually, Bottled Doom and Gloom is pretty good. It means we never discard the Doom and Gloom with a Scrape. It means we always have a Dark Orb on turn 1. It means we always have our area damage on turn 1. I'm actually quite okay with Bottled Doom and Gloom. It's definitely not the relic I wanted to see here, but it will suffice. And then I'll upgrade the Doom and Gloom. I think we're good through these fights. Although I'm a little worried about Lagavulin, maybe. We ever bottle FTL for the extra draw? I don't think so. I don't think that's a particularly good use of the bottle. Please heal me. Could take a curse for the Golden Idol. I don't think that's worth doing. But note that we could do it. Instead, I'll just lose some max health here. Go down to 63. And we get bonus money from here on out. Could also become healing in Act 2. Do I take one more event? Yeah, we mostly have the right cards here. Let's take one event. One fight, one elite. Rather than 2 fights. Transform a card. Don't mind if I do. Turn this strike into a buffer. Okay. That's going to help a lot. I'll take it. Thing to stack or anything, right? Okay. Such an easy fight there. Skim. Charge battery tempting too, but no, skim. Card draw. The most card draw we can ever get. If we can get our hands on more energy going into next act, skim will be spectacular. Even if not, it's good for drawing back into the claw. Or the dual cast, or what have you. And lastly, the Lagavulin. This one's tricky. I'd actually like to draw the buffer and play that, if possible. I'm gonna skip the Doom and Gloom first. Don't know if that's wise, but here we are. I could zap, hollow zap. Let's just zap. One more turn of sleep. Just being able to play the buffer for free is very important. And then we get to Doom and Gloom. Perfect. Easy. Easy, easy. Perfection. Okay, we get the Eternal Feather, which will heal us whenever we visit a rest site. A Duplication Potion to let us duplicate a card. We did waste the money on the Flex Potion, but I like that we had it as an option. We could take it Ball Lightning or another Steam Barrier here. I'm actually pretty happy skipping. As much as I'd like to upgrade Buffer for Act 2, it doesn't do much against Hexaghost. I guess we're okay against Hexaghost, even with an upgraded Buffer, right? Because we have a bottled Doom and Gloom, we can definitely generate a Dark Orb, or even 2 Dark Orbs that are big enough to hurt Hexaghost, big-like. Not gonna upgrade Claw. Could upgrade Hologram as the other contender, or maybe the dual cast upgrade is good, but I think we should upgrade Buffer first. If I'm really worried about Hexaghost, I should use the Duplication Potion on turn 1. Dang there, Tuna, that's a lot of waffles. Impressive. Perfect health, too. Uh-oh, Featherfall. You haven't got a Hexaghost of a chance of hearing a good dad joke today, it sounds like. So what do I mean by perfect health? Hexaghost on turn 2 attacks you for an amount based on your current health. Every 12 health you have causes the turn 2 attack to do 1/6 additional damage. We're just below the threshold for this to matter, essentially. I'm going to duplicate the Doom and Gloom turn 1. I don't want to end up short on damage in this fight, and I think an extra 14 damage in Dark Orb now are going to make the big difference here. I'm going to put the Lightning Orb in front. I don't want to be dual casting these yet. And we are going to take a bit of a beating here. Actually, not as bad as I feared. Skim first. Could go Barrier. Could either play the Cold Snap, or I can hologram the Steam Barrier and fully block this. I think I'll just play the Cold Snap. Get those Dark Orbs in front, ready to be evoked. What do you call it when the Hexaghost insults you? Hexa Roast. Hexa Roast beef. So Scrape can draw a Zap, and that's about it. I actually like the current guaranteed 5 cards in the draw pile. Well, Zap and Steam Barrier, actually. But I really want to be able to dual cast these orbs, so let's just keep waiting. If I Zap, I don't get to dual cast this Dark Orb. I'm going to play Doom and Gloom, Defend. Next turn, we dual cast. Hologram something, maybe the Claw. This will do 60. That brings Hexaghost down to 100. Still a bit of damage that we need to do. But we have quite a few turns to do it. So I'm not as worried here. Take the Zap. Zap. Strike. Steam Barrier blocks for 1, but then blocks for 1 less next time we see it. I guess every time we see it. So if I want to hologram it, just take the 1. Uh-oh. We still have hologram, though, right? So we can hologram... No, we used it. This Dark Orb's not going to happen. At least not 2x evoke. It's not. Time to worry. Only a couple turns left to answer this thing. Looks like we should not play the Skim this turn. If I play Skim, I'm going to have to play damage cards. That'll be 30 damage. We have to do 70. Doesn't seem so bad. Okay. Buffer on top does not help me, unfortunately. Go Doom and Gloom, Zap, Cold Snap, or Scrape. Do I need to use the Flex Potion to make the difference here? Let's see. We're going to do 14. We'll play Doom and Gloom, Cold Snap, Zap. We do 20 up front, plus 30, plus some more. No guaranteed attacks in hand next turn. So we do 6, plus 22, 26, 56. 66 if I use the Flex Potion, which would be guaranteed lethal with the Zap. So we guaranteed kill Hexaghost next turn with the Lightning Orbs if I use the Flex Potion now. I think I'd better do that. There's definitely a draw. We could draw buffer in 4 burns. We could draw buffer in a bunch of block cards. I don't like the odds. Better safe than dead. That's right. Oh, I mismatched that, actually. Kill right now. It's even better. Don't get a potion back, but we do get to go to Act 2. And we do get an all-for-one, which is pretty tempting here. All-for-one returns all 0-cost cards from the discard pile to my hand. Currently 4 cards, which is definitely pretty powerful. We're 1 turbo away from this deck starting to really pop off. There's also Meteor Strike and Multicast. Meteor Strike is incredibly powerful if you can play it. Currently, I wouldn't say that we can. Would I take all-for-one and then Snecko? Yes. Super duper yes, I would take a Snecko. I'd also be very happy with Pyramid. Pretty happy with an Energy Relic. It's actually hard to go wrong here. What do we got? Ooh. Not what I was looking for. Dang. Philly unironically likes the inserter. I don't. I'm pretty okay with Battery here. It's a pretty sad Sacred Bark with no potions. Battery will give us more front-loaded energy to work with. We can evoke it for even more. It's a bit awkward with Bottled Doom and Gloom, though. Because the Dark Orb appears behind this Plasma Orb. But we can definitely have bigger and better turns, thanks to the Plasma. I honestly don't think Inserter would be all that overpowered at 1 orb slot per turn. Orb slots are not necessarily a good thing. The more orb slots you have, the more difficult it can be to evoke your orbs for immediate effect, particularly relevant with Dark Orbs, which do nothing until evoked. Markov Brain, thanks for 40 months. That was the Hexa most intense fight. You were completely Hexa engrossed. Certainly you've reason to Hexa boast. These rhymes are so sick, I should be Hexa diagnosed. Thank you, thank you. Alright, I'm taking Nuclear Battery, but I'm not very happy with this run so far. The good news is the deck of cards is pretty exceptional. We can remove the last strike momentarily if we go to a shop. We heal at any rest site that we go to. So we'd like to intersperse rest sites with elites. That means probably not going this way, but this looks more doable. This looks less doable. Merchant there, there, there. Ooh. I could do no elites this act. That's kind of scary, though. Or I don't get a shop. Or I fight the Burning Elite, and then I get a shop. That seems suicidal as well. Huh. So yeah, 1 shop's right behind the Burning Elite. That's a no-no. 1 shop's right here, which means having to be on this side. And then it means having to dodge this shop. Or I can do both. I do have Golden Idol after all. Well, I'm thinking the only reasonable path is something like this then. And then we decide. Take the Elite, or just take upgrades. Upgrades that I think are important for the deck at this point. Upgrade the Hologram so that we can use it multiple times. Upgrade the Skim for additional draw. Maybe consider upgrading Dual Cast so that it comes back with All for One and is fetched by Scrape. This is starting to be a deck that would really like Madnesses. A timer with splits on screen during Speed Timber? I might do that. I could be convinced. This is just suicide. Greetings, thief nerds. Look at Buffer Plus putting in some work today. Let's go Doom and Gloom Buffer. Seems wise to me. If I don't play the Doom and Gloom, these guys are going to steal my money, and then the shop's going to be terrible. So as much as I could go defend Buffer, keep one of the Buffer stacks, I don't think it's wise. Just self-defeating, ultimately. Hologram the Skim to get the dual cast. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. So we go Zap, Hologram Skim, draw 3, evoke the Plasma Orb twice, go to 4 energy, Steam Barrier. How much damage am I able to do here? We do 10, 5, 5, 3. Oh, yeah, we can kill this one too. Get all the stuff back that costs 0. Thank you. Oh, and the Dark Orb will actually hit the one with the lowest health, which is weird. Good fight. If I take an upgrade recursion, I think it's actually going to be a huge piece of the deck. Evoking our next orb for 0 cost, and then channeling the orb that was just evoked. Now, that would require us to have a surplus of upgrades, but with the green path, that's exactly what we do have. I'll take it. That's right, Dark Orbs always target the enemy with the lowest health. It's a property of Dark Orbs. Note the phrasing on the Dark keyword text here. When evoked, deals damage to the enemy with the least HP. Commonly overlooked, but very important property. Did you know the Defect knows how to write in recursive? I love that. Reprogram. Interesting. Compile Driver's pretty dang good card draw here. Beam Cell's also decent, but it's kind of expensive. Definitely like card removal. Shrinking the deck with non-attack cards is excellent, and I'm thinking about maybe buying a potion. Although if I'm not fighting elites, what do I care about potions? Is it possible to go down to 0 orb slots, asks Arcolite. Yes, you can go down to 0 orb slots. Medical Kit could let us get rid of status cards. If I had an overclock, I'd be about this. But without an overclock, I think I'm just happy removing and adding Compile Driver. We start with 2 actually, with the bottled Doom and Gloom, we always have 3 unique orb types at the end of turn 1. And we can have a upgraded recursion in this deck? Yeah, I'm taking the Compile Driver. If I could afford to reprogram, I might consider it here. I'm not going to pay out for Beam Cell. I think we'll be just fine. And I'm not going to buy a potion. Save our money for the next shop. There is another one coming up. I'd like to be able to remove the unupgraded Defend there. Be 125 gold? Yeah. Oh ho, when we get to either remove another card or upgrade all strikes and defends. Well, joke's on them. If I remove this defend, then all my strikes and defends are upgraded. So I'll just take the free remove. The answer was Elegance, of course. Our act boss this act, the Bronze Automaton, which makes me really happy to have a buffer plus. This deck feels very, very good now. We have only 4 out of original 10 starter cards. No strikes left. Few defends, and the ones we have are upgraded. The rest of the deck is an increasingly good set of upgraded cards. We're going to upgrade Recursion first, then probably Hologram, then Skim. Maybe Scrape last. Buffer, please. Thank you. Really appreciate you. Use the remaining buffer here. Oh, I could actually recursion that for an additional 5. Or I can dual cast it. Fully block. You'd have to go zap, recursion, dual cast? Yes. Keep the buffer. So all for one gets Steam Barrier, Zap, Claw, FTL. Just buffer this anyway. Scrape. So we take no damage because of buffer, which means the Parasite heals for none as well. GG nerd. Alright, we're actually crushing these early fights thanks to the buffer plus. I think Go for the Eyes is an excellent, excellent addition to this deck. A zero-cost attack that inflicts weaken on a foe. Help us strip through artifact layers. Great with a scrape in the all for one, great with card draw in general. I'll take it. If I play the compile, I might draw the buffer. That's okay, we got hologram. Buffer also very good in this fight. All for one returns anything that was randomly free. Pretty cool. Not itself, sadly. These are pretty skippable. Streamline has some theoretical use, but we have to play it twice before it's really actually effective. We have other better cards. Still no potions. Yeah, I'm pretty glad we didn't go for the elite here. But, well, you know. We'll find him. We'll find him. Maybe. Maybe we'll find them. Alright, you first, buddy. Relic for a curse. Can't afford to remove it right away. Pretty tempting, though. I do gain max health for taking this curse. I'm gonna do it. With the Unceasing top. If we end up with no cards in our hand during our turn, we draw an additional card. And there is enough money. We're at exactly 125. I like that. Penniv, doubling the damage of every 10th attack. That doesn't feel all that important. So I'm going to discard this. Take the Sapphire Key. And we'll either remove the Writhe or buy the Recycle or Madness. Heck. There's also another Compile Driver here. I can't do Compile Driver Recycle. Recycle gets us rid of unwanted cards, allows us to exhaust down to a subset of cards that we can be quite powerful with. And upgraded, it'll be yet another thing Scrape can draw. I really like Recycle here. Desperate Larvitar asks, do you keep the max HP if you later remove the curse from Pure Yapt? Yes, yes you do. Recycle's also pretty good with the Unceasing top. Actually, with the Unceasing top, I can recycle down to an infinite combo. Can I not? It's pretty fun. I'll buy the Recycle here. I think we can break stuff. At least that is my hope. First up, Snake Plant. Please no. Block 8 or Cold Snap block 16. Block the 16 here. Thankfully debuffing me on this turn. Good. How dare you. Finally a potion. Oh, and a self-repair plus, but do we need it? We're going to be at full health anyway in the coming fights, thanks to the Eternal Feather. I'm not actually sure we want this card. I could recycle down to the infinite block damage combo of just recursion. Amazing. Would enable a coffee dripper? We're already enabled to take a coffee dripper. Again, because of the Eternal Feather. I don't think we need it. Oh, these two are going to be nasty. These two are definitely going to give me trouble. Draw one card? Do I want to do that? I don't think I do. With no energy, anyway. Mm-hmm. What you got? Perfect. Tempting to hologram scrape here. We have 2 buffer charges, so we're safe against Chosen no matter what. Let's hologram the scrape. Okay, discarded Skim, but not Compile-River. Good. And I'm not going to play the Zap as I don't want another Daze to the draw pile. Compile's already drawing 3. Beautiful. I can full block this too with no, I can't. Because I can't afford Doom and Gloom dual cast defend. So, just Doom and Gloom defend Claw then. Lose 1 buffer, keep the other. Try not to lose my other buffer this turn. Thank you. By 2. Get out of here. Cultist Potion. That could definitely help us with the late game. There's a Beam Cell here to amplify our attack damage and further shred artifact layers. There's a genetic algorithm to scale up and block. Personally, I think if we take the Beam Cell... I don't even need it necessarily. If we're trying to do crazy recycle things, we actively don't want the Beam Cell. How is Aggregate with now Unceasing top? Actually looks pretty good, but the deck is going to get smaller and smaller over time because of Recycle, so I'm less inclined to take it. The Beam Cell All for One is quite good. Although, much of our damage is actually Dark Orb related. I don't feel like I want an unupgraded Beam Cell. Not right now. Skip all 3 of these. A Relic. The Singing Bowl. We can now skip cards to gain max health. A little bit late, but better than never. And we are going to finally upgrade our Skim here to draw 1 more card. Alright, I plan on using the Cultist Potion, the 1 strength per turn, to defeat the Bronze Automaton here. And then we'll get to see what our boss relic is. Should be pretty good. Either we don't play the buffer, or we play the buffer and block for enough that we don't lose the buffer. Do I want to keep dual cast? With no. Rid of that. We're going to be recursioning our Dark Orbs wherever possible. Let us also employ Scrape Tactics. We'll hologram the all for one. Or the... Yeah, hologram the all for one. Recursion this. Should have zapped and then recursioned. Got a brain fart there. We also get the recycle back. Let's just block this turn and avoid playing the buffer. Compalder's gonna get stolen, that's fine. Could recycle the buffer and use the Unceasing top. I think that's not a good idea. Oof. We want it next turn, right? Or do we? That's Compalder, not buffer. Got it. This won't be enough to block. Alright, draw cards. There's recursion. Zap. Recursion. Can recycle the Writhe. Let's get the other stuff in hand first. There we go. Recycle the Doom and Gloom. Hurts a little bit. But it lets me play the buffer. And enough block. Reducing the number of cards in the deck, too. Which is very important. Looks like a great turn next turn. No matter what, we always live because we've got a buffer here. Is it time to lose the plasma? Play that earlier so I can actually draw off the FTL. How problematic. Oh, we can use the Unceasing top here, sort of. But we'll draw the Ascender's Bane. Or the Writhe, rather. GG, Mr. Bronze Automaton. We've made it to Act 3. And what a set of choices. Machine Learning for more card draw each turn. Bias Cognition to give us immediate additional focus. Or Seek to let us get anything out of the draw pile. All three of these are pretty dang good for different reasons. I actually really like Machine Learning here in particular. But Seek is also deeply tempting. Seek realistically wants an upgrade, although doesn't need it. Seek can help us get our recycle draws going. Shame about that medical kit. Some way to scale our defense would be really welcomed. Yeah, Seek is great for the Unceasing top. Doesn't stay in the deck. Neither does Machine Learning, mind you. I think both of these are quite good. Machine Learning makes it really hard to have a dead draw in particular. That's right, Faley. Yes, Machine Learning depicts cogs that cannot possibly turn if they're all properly connected. There's a lot going on here that's wrong. Biased and Frost is our defensive scaling with 1 Cold Snap? Oof, I don't know. It's true, Machine Learning can brick our hand the turn we draw it. But every turn thereafter, it's a lot better. This is a tough one. Any one of these 3 could be correct to take for different reasons. Might a standing desk? Yes. Currently, which fight are we most worried about? Time Eater, I think. I think Recursion Dark Orbs handles Time Eater a little bit, but Time Eater is our biggest problem. Just need a kunai or something to really make this deck pop off. Enemies that threaten turn 1 like Jaw Armor Transient could be a problem too. But I don't think it's going to be biased. I think we want something that helps us with our draw here. Seek is definitely the most reliable thing. Go for this Seek. If we see another Machine Learning later, I'll take it. Alright, do we want energy or removals? I really like this. Empty Cage, actually. We dunk the Writhe and probably the FTL at the same time. FTL's been a bit problematic, since it rarely actually draws a real card. It's not doing any significant damage anymore. We have no relics that benefit from it, so I'm pretty happy to lose those 2 cards and further consolidate this deck. Could also take more energy, but with the draws, if the draws don't line up, the energy's not going to matter. And if the draws do line up, we'll be able to generate our own energy. So I'm thinking Empty Cage here, personally. Just getting rid of the Writhe immediately is such a valuable thing for us to do. Remember, we have to fight the Burning Elite this act, so we may not be able to go to a shop and remove the curse for quite a while. Buster Crown Singing Bowl is reasonable, but there's still quite a few cards I think that we would really appreciate if we were to have a reasonable chance here. So let's Empty Cage, FTL, and Writhe. 2 removals might not feel like a boss relic, but it can be shockingly effective. There's Time Eater. Loop would help with Time Eater. Go through one of these 2 elites. I take 999 gold before an elite? I think that'd be suicide. Be suicide. Could take 3 events. There's also the Moai head, which is pretty good. I think we should take a few combats here. Prepare ourselves. 3 combats, 2 elites. Or 2 events on the way to the elite. Go like this. I do tend to like events in Act 3. Events can be rare relics. They can be lots of money. It can be a lot of things. This deck is almost perfect. Almost. Greetings, Dorklings. Pretty good turn to buffer, I suppose. Doesn't really matter. Hologram Scrape? Sure. Try to kill this one. We can use the Unceasing top properly now, because there's no unplayable cards in the deck. Slightly awkward. Beautiful. This deck almost works. Definitely almost. How's it going, Papa? Joining us in Act 3 with the Defect. We've got quite a deck here. Might be an infinite gaming sort of solution here. It's really going to depend. Maybe that's what I wanted to take 3 events for, was to look for madnesses. Madness would make a big difference on this deck. A really big difference. Let's actually do skim. Perfect. Still Doom and Gloom buffer? Yeah. Excuse you. But my face. No. My face. Ow. Chaos Plus or Darkness Plus? Wow. Ooh, I like Darkness Plus a whole lot in this deck to help us accelerate our Dark Orb. This is a good answer to Time Eater, especially. Comboed with the Recycle. Could see Chaos Plus being decent as well. Or Chaos to generate Plasma Orbs. Or something similar. Membership card here looking pretty good. We don't actually have to go to a shop now. Well, I still want to for the events? Interesting. We'll think about that. Definitely want membership card. 50% discount on all products. Yes, please. Discovery could be fun. Creating random cards for me to use. Or we can further refine the deck by yet removing another card. I think we still want dual cast. Not sure about the Cold Snap anymore, actually. Although having a way to make a Frost Orb also feels essential at the moment, so maybe better off removing one of our basic defends still. Although it's very expensive for a card remove. Actually, going to another shop is still very reasonable, if I keep this money especially. Let's do that. I could buy a Defragment here. It doesn't feel like it's enough of an impact to actually help me much. We're looking for ways to close the circuit and create an infinite combo, or otherwise scale. Reprogram is now something I'd like. I do kind of regret not taking the one earlier. Although a bit weird with the Darkness Plus, huh? Don't you dare. Don't you freaking dare, sir. Okay, that's fine. Playing additional attacks will only enrage this thing. Please no. If I hit it again, I might get cursed. So let's just go defend, hello, defend. Who's the other buffer? Worrisome here. Seek what? Compulsiver? Pretty okay with this, actually. Could seek Recursion again, do a little bit more damage. It's not much, though. If I seek compile, I could end up cursed. And seek hologram skim. Let's do that. Okay. It's a good draw next turn. Let's just dual cast this. That's recursion. Stop playing here. Gonna recycle the Doom and Gloom. Play Scrape. Change this or keep it. Change it. Grab skin. No. Stop there. With every turn that goes on, the deck gets a little bit more effective. This card. Perfect. This is a weird and prolonged fight. Not much is certain. But eventually we can get essentially the whole deck into the hand, and then we can do some pretty absurd things. Another hologram is huge, 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 especially if we can upgrade it. Happy SH, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Yeah, another hologram is really important. We'll take it. We'll keep the current potions, though. Please no time eater. Bad news for you. There's a time eater. Faster recycling. It lets us do a block loop with energy. Lets us recur recycle. There's a lot of options. Story time. Baalorlord reads the grim fairy tales. Feather merchant. Interesting. Well now, what have we here? Meteor Strike is a fun option. Preserved Insect is a fun option. Gold-plated cables could be decent too. Gold-plated cables with a Darkness Plus especially could be quite good. Prismatic Shard could certainly create some interesting things, but I don't think that's what we want here. And 2 random stores, though. Panache could be a lot of damage. Every time we play 5 cards in one turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. That is pretty helpful. It's very expensive, though. Helps a lot with Reptomancer, I agree with that. Would Dual Cast be a good removal? Be a better upgrade, but it's an okay removal. Now, I don't have any professional voice acting video career, but I hear that I could be. Chat asks, how do we kill Time Eater? The answer is in the Darkness Plus. We're going to have to supercharge a Dark Orb and keep recursioning it. Blocking Time Eater is going to be a real challenge. I wonder if none of these are good enough and I just go to the next shop anyway with no money spent. Feel like I would make a good villain voice? None taken, Miltnoid. I enjoy playing the villain, personally. I, too, think I would be a good villain. You know, I think the answer here is don't take any of this. This is not good enough. I'm gonna keep looking at shops. Could I afford 2 removals? Not really. Well, I do think cables could be really strong. Alright, Giant Head, time to put this deck to the test. Let's get rid of the Doom and Gloom entirely. Let's do it. Or no, let's lose 1 Defend first. Make a Dark Orb. Although I can all for 1 the Recycle, let's do that. Get rid of another Defend. Darkness, Recursion the Plasma. Seek the Recycle, recycle the Doom and Gloom. Draw some cards. Hologram Skim Plus. Let's all for 1 to get back the Recycle first. Get rid of Zap here. Recycle the Steam Barrier as well. Alright, lots of unnecessary cards gotten rid of. Still 1 setup turn against Giant Head. Get Recycle. Yeah, I'm going to lose the dual cast in this fight. Although it might be dual cast. Recursion. Recycle. Compile Driver. Play the Buffer. Recycle the hologram? Are we infinite here? I think in this fight we are. It's pretty funny. Not quite, actually. Not that we need to be. Good fight, Giant Head. We get extra draw from the Centennial Puzzle. There's a Turbo. Although, without Medical Kit, I'm not taking that. Or a Bias Cognition to give us some focus one time. I think this is important. This can also help a lot. Should probably recall here, although I like the idea of upgrading second hologram, too. Let's recall first. Alright, third shop. Please have something really good for me. Thank you. Bag of Preparation draws us 2 more cards turn 1. That's pretty good. Another copy of Bias Cognition on sale for even more focus. That's pretty decent also. It's going to get us a lot more value out of the orbs, although only for a few turns. Does Metamorphosis go infinite with double free all for one? Do we ever like Panic Button as a very powerful zero-cost block? I think it's okay. Yeah, I don't think Metamorphosis is reliable, unfortunately. See, the idea behind the Biased is that they'll help us against Time Eater, hopefully. Although losing focus every turn could quickly become a real problem for us. I'm thinking Bag and Biased. And then we'll have enough money for a relic after the shop. That leaves me with how much? 45, 81. So we spent about 120. We're left with 50. Relic is only about 80. Yes, we can guarantee to afford another relic. Maybe we can get orange pellets or something. So I'm going to buy these two. I'm going to keep going on our merry way. Got to take a Bottled Tornado here. Bottle the Buffer. It's pretty tempting. Bottle the Buffer is indeed pretty dang tempting. Let's do that. The Biased are more of a turn 2, turn 3 sort of deal. The Buffer gives us the room to set up, essentially. Begin to fall, losing Go for the Eyes, Bias Cognition, or the unupgraded hologram. I'm sorry, Go for the Eyes, but your time has come to an end in this deck. It's just how it's gotta be, kid. Done that first. Doom and Gloom Buffer. How do we beat Hearts? That is the tricky part. Very much so. That's the hard part. We'll cast Kills next turn, so all I gotta do is block. Second copy of Claw is here, a little bit late. Although maybe better late than never. At this point, though, I think the Darkness and the Recursion are the primary damage source, not the Claw. This deck really wants a cool-headed, huh? I don't think we want a Claw at this time. We do want to fight the Burning Elite. It's not Reptomancer, thank goodness. Does sting a bit otherwise, though. Bias Doom Darkness, Steam Barrier Block Potion. Leave the Buffer in the discard pile. No sign of hologram. Uh-oh. Let's go recursion, cold snap, compiler. Try to draw a hologram. Successfully get there so I can hologram the buffer and block. That's good. Get rid of a basic defend, play the bias cog. Next turn looks fine. We haven't had any days added yet. Seek the hologram, recycle? No, I'll just keep the hologram for next turn. Now we're gonna get burns added. But by then it'll be too late. Ten more max health. Second potion. And a heat sinks or a buffer. Heat sinks is pretty good. Heat sinks is like more card draw. Well, not really. There's 3 powers, and I'd have to draw it before the other powers. Probably not. Could take another buffer here. Might buy me a bit more time against a key opponent. Would want to upgrade it, but I don't have to. Yeah, currently I'm seeing that Heart will eviscerate us with Beat of Death, and I don't know how to prevent that with what we've done. 4 powers would unlock Force Field as an option. I like that. Not that there are many options remaining to us. We'll go for one last elite, give me enough money for a super-powered shop in the final act. The other option is look at 2 stores. Get 2 chances at stuff like orange pellets. 2 chances at a cool-headed. I think we're better off with the event than the elite here. Better potions? These are very expensive potions. I'm not going to do it. Last fight, Giant Head. No Reptomancer. Good. Good. Hologram recursion, hologram all for one? No, I can't. Let's just play the bias then. Get rid of this. All for one gets discarded. It's okay. Really wanted to exhaust Zap, actually. 2 buffers still. Cool-headed seems important here. Blank epilogue page, thanks for 3 years of support. Heck yeah. Cool-headed is frost and draw, that's very important. Especially with his focus that we're gaining. Question is, will it be enough to beat Time Eater? That's going to be a real challenge. We get one last upgrade here, which I'm thinking is either Buffer or Hologram. Liquidated Damages says, do we have to try Claw/Frost to beat Heart instead of Dark Orbs? I don't know how we beat Heart, quite frankly. Thorindor, thanks for 28 months of support. We're going to need something miraculous out of the stores, how I feel currently. Steam Barrier ends up dropping to irrelevance too quickly. It's not an important card. Upgrading Hologram makes one more card to have to recycle. Technically true. $280 going to the last shop's not a huge amount. It can, however, buy us a kunai or an orange pellets or something. It's reasonable to upgrade a bias cog as well. It's reasonable to upgrade cool-headed. It's reasonable to upgrade Seek. I think we do only want the one hologram currently, since I don't have a madness or anything. Yeah, Frost Orb's bias recursion could work. We have to either keep the focus or we need to end the fight quickly. I'm really thinking we might need that upgraded draw on the cool-headed. Since that's reusable. The other stuff isn't. Let's do that. Let's upgrade the cool-headed. Calardurin, thanks for 26 months. Note to self, remember to use that Prime sub. Don't forget. Alright, Time Eater is definitely a big challenge for us here. Against Time Eater, what really matters is the number of cards played. We definitely need to get a Dark Orb charging quickly. I'm thinking just Doom and Gloom buffer this turn, but there's argument for like Cool-Headed and Compile Driver and try to start finding cards to recycle. As well as try to start finding our bias cognitions. But ultimately, this is going to need to be a recursioned and or dual-casted Dark Orb to kill the Time Eater in any reasonable time frame. I really don't have any answer to the attack next turn that isn't buffers, so yeah, this is just going to be Doom and Gloom buffer. Missed out on a lot of card draw, but we should be immune to whatever this is. Hopefully the single hits. Dang. That works too. I'll take the damage on this turn, lose 2 buffer stacks, and get the Centennia puzzle to activate. Not currently planning on using our Dex Potion. And I'd like to even bias first here. Or do I seek the skim? Seek skim seems good. We do get one biased, perfect. Nothing to really return to our hand, though. We go Biased, then Darkness Plus. I'm not going to bother with Claw. No Recycle in hand yet. Could Hologram Scrape, maybe? I'm going to draw all of these cards together. That's pretty bad, actually. Oh, also I played that wrong. I was supposed to do that before playing... I was supposed to play Bias before Darkness. Dang it. Foolish. He's done 4 damage on each of those orbs. Do I go triple Dark Orbs? Guess that is the question. Hologram, Darkness, Biased. 3 Dark Orbs for next turn. Won't get much energy, but that's okay. We'll do it. Can't do Hologram Bias Darkness because I don't have enough energy to do that. Has to be Hologram Darkness Biased. Otherwise, we just run out of energy and we're sad. I could do Biased Zap Darkness, but then I lose one of the orbs. Play 4 cards this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great turn for Buffer. Thank you, Buffer. Alright, it's pretty grim from here. Could play Skim, but to what end, you know? To what end? Okay, you gotta stop doing that, sir. Sir. If we can bring Time Eater below half health on this turn, that'd be a really good idea. So I'm thinking Cool-Headed, Darkness Plus, hopefully Dual Cast. Perfect. What about Dual Cast and then Darkness Plus? 360. We need to get this thing below 240. No, that won't be enough. It's got to be Darkness Plus, then Dual Cast. Okay. This turn is completely useless. Now down to negative focus, unfortunately. We're being debuffed again. Here's where things get pretty grim for us. We have to somehow finish the fight from this position. I don't know how. We're out of focus. We don't have a lot we can do. We only have 1 meager Dark Orb left. It doesn't seem like it should be enough. There's Darkness Plus. Scrape Recursion. $18 by 3. Pretty grim. I can dual cast the 41 damage orb, or I can recursion it. Take a buttload of damage here. With -3 focus, the orbs are barely growing, too. Looking pretty tough. I think it's got to be dual cast first, then recursion. We eventually later dual cast this 44 damage orb. Play this, but I don't know if it matters. Ouch! Cool-Headed or Scrape first? Good. Skim draws all 4 of those. Takes 12. There is a hologram in the draw pile. The double dual cast. Skim, Hollow, dual cast, Liquid Memories, dual cast. It's 24 plus 96. 120. I need to do 24 more. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Can I do 24 in 2 cards? No, I can't. That's pretty bad. No, I cannot. Pretty screwed here. Even with potions, yes, even with potions. I can't recursion and dual cast this orb this turn. Although maybe. Hold on. Only 6 cards. For 1 skim. No, there's no way. So, dang it, I shouldn't have played that claw last turn. 1 more card would be helpful here. We could block for a bit. We got Steam Barrier, Hologram. That could help. Although note that this will turn into 14 by 3. So we need to block for quite a lot. That's 42 minus 23. We have to block for at least 19. That we can do though, especially with the Dex Potion. Steam Barrier, Skim, Hologram. It works, it works. Alright, I'll Dex Potion for now. Snap doesn't do much. Probably want to zap. Okay. Is that enough? Doesn't look like it. Can't draw any more cards to get the recursion. I could Liquid Memories the Skim, though. We're so close here. We're just a little bit shy. If I can get recursion into my hand, we have it. So I have to use the Liquid Memories. Dang it. I think that means we die to the next boss, but even getting out of this fight is pretty good. I don't know. It's going to be really difficult to win the next one. Let's see. Good news is we don't die turn 1. Thanks to Buffer Plus here. And that's how the deck beats Time Eater. Yeah, no kidding. Oof. Talk about a tough time. Get rid of Doom and Gloom and recycle here? Gonna have the same problem if I play the Biased in this fight, aren't I? And here the Dazed will prevent me from doing really powerful things. We actually want to kill Deca first here. This is a situation where the Dazed are much more problematic than the Strength gain. So this will be a target Deca first. That said, I don't know if it's going to be enough. What do we do now? Zap Cool-Headed? Yeah, Zap Cool-Headed. Okay, I could dual cast this, or I can seek for recursion. Let's recycle this first. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get rid of Defect. Dual cast recursion? Bias dual cast recursion? Bias dual cast recursion. Hologram skim leaves me with nothing. Hologram recycle, get rid of the steam barrier now. Let's do that. Keep these as they are. Let's discard some of that. Works for me. Now, how do I make this work? No idea. Still haven't even seen a Darkness Orb, which is deeply concerning. Scrape can only draw the Claw and the Zap. Haven't got a clue, friends. We still have buffers, though, for this turn. Get rid of this. Get rid of dual cast. Ominous. Yeah, dual cast permanently gets rid of the orb. Let's lose it. Focus continues to drop in a most precipitous manner. Scrape likely gets me recycled. Still haven't seen a Dark Orb, though. That's our current problem. Telegram the skim, then. There we go. Now we can play a Dark Orb. Do I dare get rid of Ol for one here? Two energy is pretty nice. I can go Darkness and Compile Driver. Lose the Frost forever. So it shall be. Darkness plus. Draw recursion again. Sure. Get 2 more days, which are a bit of a problem. At least we got rid of the 2 that we had there. Just need to survive this turn somehow. We should be mostly good. So we go recursion. We're going to use cool-headed rather than zap. Okay, recycle the zap. Or maybe do I need to get rid of, getting rid of a daze just for hand space is reasonable too. Let's do that first. Play this, and then draw 4. Draw 3. Now, recursion, claw, skin. Recursion, zap, compile. Recursion, claw, skin. Cycle this. Recursion, zap, compile. Recursion, claw, skim. I'm not dead. At least not yet. Easy. To thump, a deep pulsing... Told you Time Eater would be the hardest one. Deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of the run, still having a chance, despite everything? Charge your core to its maximum, dealing 2096. And you thank your lucky stars for the Eternal Feather and the meal ticket before we go back to full health here. Abacus could also be the game changer we need. There's a few options. My biggest question is, of these upgrades, which one's the most important? Seek, Hologram, Bias Cognition, or Buffer? Or Scrape? Probably not Scrape. Or Dual Cast. Probably Biased, Hologram, or Buffer. Paletta EX, thanks for 5 months of support. And Mad Goji, thanks so much for the very generous 10 gifted subs. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club, everybody. You can buy new potions. I can maybe buy a relic. I can make Hologram All for One infinite. Since we have one upgraded hologram, so even if we find a Madness. Malarkey, thanks for 500 bits. And Willy Vanilli, thank you so much for 5 gifted subs. Crossing the meter below the stream there means we'll have a modded content day pretty soon. But right now we're focusing on the streak. What do I want to see in the shop? Orange pellets, or Abacus, or Madness, or Kunai would be pretty good. Panacea might be good enough. Ancient Potion could work. Skim would be good. Cryptolo, thanks for 100 bits. Upgrade-wise, I'm thinking it's either Seek or the Biased. We have one upgraded hologram, so that's fine. Is Sundial a solution? Potentially. I think the focus is going to make a big difference. I'm going to upgrade a Biased here. Can we even afford a Sundial? Yes, we could also afford a Sundial. However, there's no such thing. Flash of Steel. Flash of Steel. There's also Fairy in a Bottle, which is going to get bought. Flash of Steel. Can't afford Fairy, Flash of Steel, remove. Nunchaku would help with energy. Capacitor could kind of help. These aren't the game changers we wanted, that's for sure. So, Flash of Steel creates a fairly simple combo, like Flash, Cool-Headed Recursion or something. Capacitor ruins all infinite possibilities? All of them. That's pretty bad, if so. Flash of Steel is also a draw, one that comes back with All for One and gets drawn by Scrape. I like this Flash of Steel. How do we block Heart's Beat of Death is ultimately going to be down to making sure that we get Frost somewhere in the combo. Zeknor says Transmutation could win the fight on its own, but hopefully we don't need to go there. Maybe if I could buy the Chemical X, I'd be all about it. In addition. But I'm personally thinking Fairy in a Bottle, Flash of Steel, or maybe Fairy in a Bottle, Remove a Defend, or something. As long as we have positive focus, we can go infinite with Cool-Headed Loop of some kind. We can recycle the defense, but it takes the time to do that, and we've got status cards we'll have to deal with as well. Now, I'm definitely wishing we'd bought that medical kit way, way long ago. Does the turbo being +1 energy make an infinite? No, because we'll clog our hand with voids that I can't get rid of. Although I could maybe do like a void recycle. Yeah, it's not going to be worth it. Yeah, maybe Turbo Plus, but not unupgraded Turbo. Alright, well, I'm definitely buying this. So the question is just Flash of Steel or card remove. Or Nunchaku, maybe. For yet more energy. So an infinite combo that we can do right now is Cool-Headed, Zap, Recursion, and Skim. Cool-Headed draws Skim in one other card. I play Zap and Recursion, cycle the Plasma to gain 2 energy. Cycle the Lightning for free. Draw the Cool-Headed again. But that's... how many card plays? 1, 2, 3, 4 card plays, so I need at least 3 focus for that to be Beat of Death neutral. We're gonna have to time the bias cognitions extremely well. That's what that tells me. That's what that tells me. We're in big trouble. We're in huge trouble. Just huge trouble. So if we already have an infinite, yeah, we should probably just remove to slim the deck further. And I'm thinking either getting rid of a defend or the steam barrier, which is pretty actively useless. Let's get rid of steam barrier. Can I still buy a potion? No. I can buy the turbo, but I'm not going to do that. All right, here goes. Quite frankly, Twitch chat, I am severely concerned by what is about to happen to us, but there's not much I can do to change our fate. This is a pretty good buffer turn. If we buffer, we block this. The first hit of this, we take 6, draw 3 more cards for next turn. So I'm thinking Darkness Plus and Compile to start, and we'll figure it out from there. Yeah. Okay, we can go Biased, Zap, Dual Cast if I want to. Less energy on future turns, in order to get the most out of next turn. Definitely want to play this Biased on turn 1. I'm a little bit worried about not having the plasma, though. We'll be stuck on 3 energy per turn. Well, I guess we have recycle, technically. But we won't be able to generate energy if we lose this plasma orb, period. That's also a tricky part about going infinite in the heart fight. We cannot lose the plasma orb under any circumstances, or we lose the entire run. Basically. Spooky stuff. So yeah, I'm thinking Bias Cognition, Zap, Dual Cast, Buffer Doom and Gloom, or Buffer Defend Cold Snap? Buffer Doom and Gloom. Get 2 Dark Orbs going with bonus focus. Yeah, it's gonna be super worth it. Don't want to turn around. We want to stay facing this way. My focus! Double focus loss. Brutality. Alright, only 3 energy on this turn. That's pretty tough. I don't know how the heck I'm going to block this. Plain and simple. We've got Cold Snap, we've got Cool Headed. That's about it. Very difficult to not take damage here. We would like to maybe kill Spire Shield or something. Seems pretty difficult to do. If I play Skim, I'll overdraw, so we have to play a card first. I could recycle a burn, but we might need the energy from the recycle here. Not sure about Scrape at the moment. This Defend seems kind of useful, but I think it's time for it to go. Let's recycle it. Alright, we got Recursion, Hologram, and Seek. Perfect. Seek can get me all for 1. Seek Cool-Headed, draw the other 2. Or Seek all for 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. How can the Defend be worse than the burn? It's the Defend's not worse. It's that I get 1 energy for recycling the Defend. I don't get 1 energy for recycling a burn. So it's worse in that it has a lower cost, therefore giving me less energy. Also Scrape, and then Seek any card I want. Recycle Buffer. Oh, I like that idea a little bit. Seek Cool-Headed, play Biased, play Cool-Headed, Hologram, Recycle, Recycle Buffer. Play all for 1. That's pretty good. If we kill the shield, we won't need buffer next turn. One, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Just hologram claw, kill the shield, turn back around, take some damage? Or can I do better? There's no way to guarantee you die. So if I hologram recursion, I might backfire pretty badly. Alright, so what I do is recycle the hologram, play the scrape here. Maybe draw some more cards that I can play. Yeah, we got Recursion for an extra bunch of block. Hey, that went about as well as it could have. We do take 18 damage, but we're in great shape. Just great shape. All right, we've made it to the heart. I honestly didn't think this run was going to get to the heart. We get a very, 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 very valuable focus potion. And some interesting options here. I would almost consider Meteor Strike just so that I can recycle with 5 energy. Wait, is that an infinite? Can I use that to go infinite? That might be it, chat. Now, it's actually pretty hard to play, because I'll have to do something like recycle first, but it's a renewable source of plasma, which alone is worth considering, or I can recycle it to gain 5 energy. We're going to need the draws to work out for us, but I think that might be our best chance. I think that might be our best chance. We'll take it. Oh, and we've got a great turn 1. We definitely want to end this turn with buffer played. Defend Cold Snap buffer. Play the focus potion. This is a great turn 1 with no bias that's drawn or anything. Could also do defend skim buffer. Either way, this is happening. We have second buffer in case the draw order is weird. I could draw 3 with Centennial now. I don't think that I want to yet. Defend buffer Cold Snap. Surely. Yeah, skim is just to get to recycle faster. That is important. And I do have things I'd like to recycle in this hand. The defends. Put your waffles where your energy is. That's right. Predict. Are we gonna make it? This is tough. I have no idea. We've got some tools at our disposal, but I haven't got a clue here. I like getting that Frost Orb down. Frost Orb makes compile draw 3. I'm gonna go Cold Snap buffer. What do you got, Mr. Hart? Multi-hit first. That's actually fine. That's not fine. Ah, shoot. It's not fine at all. Oh, no. Damn it, chat. Alright, we at least get a lot of card draw this turn. There's no way I can block all 45 incoming damage to keep the buffer. We can do Zap, Recursion, Hologram, Skim. Yeah, dang it, Heart. Wrong order of your attacks. Very much the wrong order. Good news is we won't die, because we do have the Fairy in a Bottle as a backup here. So we can still very much win this. Draw 7 cards. And get nothing useful. Bummer. Seek. Seek compile? It's not necessarily a good thing. I want to be able to play that Meteor Strike. Next turn's looking pretty good for that. Easier with the Plasma Orb in front. We're planning on using the Fairy next turn anyway, so we might as well spend all this health. I'm gonna keep the Seek there. I guess I could Seek the Recycle, get rid of the Burn here. That's an important one. And then then if I all for one, I can also get rid of the Wound. So I can recycle the Wound and the Burn here. That's really important. Let's do that. Recursion, Frost and back, Zap, Plasma in front. Get rid of Wound. So we're through all of the statuses except the Slime. We got rid of both non-exhausting ones and all the exhausting ones this turn. I'm gonna need a little bit of health next turn. I don't think I play this Claw. So this we have to survive with the Fairy in a Bottle. Here we can play the Meteor Strike. Dual cast the Plasma. Perfect. And Biased is nice and late. Even better. Papa believes. I believe. So I'm thinking it's dual cast Meteor Strike cool-headed. Am I right? And then we can Compile River? I want to keep at least one Plasma, ideally actually 2 Plasma at the end of this turn. I think that's the line. Could Compile River first. Actually, how much is this? This is +3 energy, right? So I go to 6. Compile River takes me to 3, then to 6, then to 1, then to 2. So Compile Driver, dual cast Meteor Strike is legit. Yeah, we have to evoke the Frost Orb, but that'll be okay. Alright, so Compile Driver first. Let me just make sure I triple check this. If I go to... This is +3, so if I play it at 3, I go to 6. So I can go Compile River down to 3, dual cast up to 6, Meteor Strike, cool-headed back up to 2. Yes. Buffer's back, huh? That means I don't even necessarily need to lose the Fairy now, although this is a pretty good time to lose it, quite frankly. Although getting another card out of the deck is also wise. Let's go dual cast, strike, draw. Zap can be my damage. I don't actually need the darkness. I don't actually need the darkness. do play the Biased. Can't realistically play both the Buffer and the Biased here. So I think I'm going to lose the Fairy in a Bottle. We'll come back to that Buffer later. Scrape mostly draws into Recursion, which would let me play Buffer. Okay. Or not, actually. No, it won't. Okay. Stop there. Skin plus. To defend hologram skim. Doesn't seem worth all for wanting with Recursion Claw on the draw pile, huh? Though I do want to play Recycle again. I could even just recycle twice. Recycle Cold Snap and Slimed here. Next turn looking pretty grim, though. I need to draw cards that are not these. So I just get Recycle and Zap. No Recursion. Okay, let's go this way. Two orb types or three? Two. Cold Snap, Claw, all for one Recursion? Claw again. Easy. Hologram Recursion seems necessary here. Seems a little worrisome, though. Yeah, next turn's pretty scary. We're gonna need the Unceasing top to maybe start doing things. Could also hologram the Skim, but then I can't play any orb cards. That's a big problem. So I think it's got to be hologram Recursion here. Maybe it was hologram all for one. Zap Compulsive draws 3. We're looking to draw the Meteor Strike here. I'd like to delete it at this point. Good. Now we defend, buffer, bias, scrape. Use the remaining 12 cards. Still a few things we want to recycle, but we're getting really close here. Shit. that fine? If I recycle Zap, is that fine? I can't play the Zap, because that loses our only Plasmorb forever. So I think we have to lose the Zap, but I was planning on having the Zap be part of the infinite combo. That's the problem. I think we'll be okay. Hologram recycle, get rid of defend here. No, get rid of dual cast. I can't be affording to lose more orbs. This is pretty tough. Twitch chat. So, Skim draws these 4. We're really close to being where we need to be. Although we have 4 turns of survival we need to do. So we're going to have 7 focus, 5 focus, 3 focus, 1. But I only need to do 29 damage on that last turn. So we have to assemble the infinite combo now. Now or else. It's the only option. To infinity. Alright. Painful stabs are far away enough. We're not too worried. I think we start with Skim here. Now, how do we solve this from here? Cool-headed recursion? Or do we hologram the Skim? Then cool-headed recursion. I think we hologram the Skim, then cool-headed recursion. All we have to do is go down to recursion and recycle. That won't be enough, actually, because we won't get enough block from each recursion. So yeah, I think it's hologram, Skim, then cool-headed, then recursion. We got hologram back too. Perfect. Do I need all for one anymore? Maybe. I think it's still useful here. Let's see, so we have 3 energy. Hologram this cool-headed again. How do I hologram the cool-headed again? Recursion that. Skim draws 4, then I can recycle the Doom and Gloom. Only got 3 spots in hand. Defend plus and Skim. No, cool-headed plus. Get rid of this. Draw 4 to the 5 remaining cards. Claw. Cool-headed. Recursion. Skim is not in my hands. Skim is not in my hands. Draw with Compiled Rubber. Cool-headed is not in my hands. Draw 4. Okay, so we're actually going to need the claw for damage, it looks like. Keep getting rid of cards we don't want. Claw, draw 4. Claw, cool-headed, draw 2. Claw, recursion. Get rid of all for 1. Draw more cards. Recursion. Cool-headed, draw 2. Claw, recursion, skim. Recursion, cool-headed. Claw, recursion, skim. Recursion, cool-headed. Claw, recursion, skim. Recursion, cool-headed. Claw, recursion, skim. I think that was wrong. It's fine though. And we want this in the middle position. So we're basically guaranteed to draw the right hand. I'm going to recycle the cold snap so that we lose that. Keep the compiler as a draw option. Although, actually, there's currently too many cards. We should get rid of the compiler too. It's not part of our combo. This way I'm guaranteed to draw either the skim or the cool-headed. Yeah. We could level up Claw more. Honestly, we only need the Claw to do 29 damage. So this is fine. Although I might care on the Beat of Death 3 turn. We're going to be evoking... Five block, 10 block next turn, 8 block. That should be fine. Okay, that should be good. So that's right, we just need to survive for 2 turns here. Although every hit point is precious. Go hologram first. I think I can infinite this. So hologram first, then skim. Cool-headed. Recursion. Claw. Skim. Claw, cool-headed. Recursion, then cool-headed. Recursion, claw, skim. Question is, how can I main block positivity next turn? Is that going to be enough? Let me just do practice here. To be recursion, cool-headed, recursion, skim. Recursion, cool-headed, recursion, skim. Recursion, cool-headed, recursion, skim. 4 cards. We're going to block for 8 times 2. And we're going to take 12 damage. Okay, that's block positive. Thank God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 16 block, so we're going to make it. Just like before, I think we want the Plasma Orb in the front slots. Or in the middle slot, rather. So that I can Cool-Headed and then Recursion, if Recursion's the last card in the deck. If only I'd done 29 damage to the heart earlier, this would be a lot less scary. But Cool-Headed first. Recursion. Uh-oh. Skim. Recursion, Cool-Headed. Recursion, Skim. Recursion, Cool-Headed. Recursion, Skim. We're gaining block. Can't play the Claw yet until we get some block built up. Very careful here. If I click the Cool-Headed at the wrong time, we just lose. Nice. $90 block. Now we play Claw before we play Skim. Recursion, Claw, Skim. Recursion, Cool-Headed, Recursion, Claw, Skim. Recursion, Cool-Headed, Recursion, Claw, Skim. Recursion, Cool-Headed, Recursion, Claw, Skim. One Claw kills next turn. We have perfect 90 block. Let's get a little bit more than that. Yeah, goodbye channel points. Get wrecked, nerds. You thought I was gonna lose? What's wrong with you? Easy. Unbelievable. What a run. What a freaking run, Twitch chat. GG. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.